Hello Internet, this is BoneCarlos coming to you live from the cargo hold of the Millennium Falcon. Don't worry, Han doesn't mind. Today we're going to be going with another video game review. If you didn't notice by the little montage theme, this one's going to be Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. I'd also like to point out that if you have any other games that you'd like me to review, leave a comment down below. Remember, no AAA games, so no Black Ops, no Bioshock 2s, 3s, or 4s. Just underappreciated or underperforming games. So back to Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. I'd like to first point out and thank Jive Era for suggesting this game. I had some fun with it, but I also had some issues with it as well. But more on that later. Let's go ahead and get talking about the game. This is going to be pretty much a platforming action adventure type of game with they're pretty much going to be equal parts platforming, equal parts action. So first we're going to be talking about platforming games as my video goes ahead and starts it up. Now, my biggest issue with the platforming was that you had to try to die. You had to try to die. Now that sounds kind of a conundrum because it's like, oh well, you know, I don't want to die, but if it's going to be a platforming game, you have to have that issue where if you misjump or mistime anything, you're gonna fall to your death, a la Mario. Any kind of Mario game, that's a perfect example of a platforming game in my opinion. And you know, if you play any hardcore serious Mario game, that you're gonna, if you misjump, you're dead and you have to start all over. In this game, you can't do that. You can't fly off an edge, you can't mistime your jump because the computer does that all for you. It also highlights everything, as you can see. It highlights everything where you could jump to next. So my whole game I was just pointing my stick in the direction of the highlighted area and pushing A to jump. So I was just pushing my thumbstick forward wherever, so I'm just tapping A. That was my biggest problem on the platforming side of things. Now, the action part, well, the fighting part wasn't particularly too difficult per se. I mean, I kind of felt that he was a little bit overpowered in some aspects. I mean, you had your basic combos, lunge attacks, blocks, counters. Everything was there. Everything worked as it should, but I never felt in danger. Just like in platforming game, in the platforming aspects, I never felt that I was in any sort of danger fighting these robots. Now, of course, I played it on the easy mode because that's just what I've been doing lately for time. But this, I actually recorded in hard mode, and it still felt way too easy. I never felt like I was in any sort of danger whatsoever. Now, to let you know what kind of danger I was, I think I died 3, maybe 4 times throughout the entire game. 2 of those were to test to see if I could actually die platforming. So there's that. So even though I'm knocking this game over the 2 major parts of it, my favorite part would have to be the characters and character development. And most of the story is told through cutscenes, which is a fantastic idea because it really worked. The dialogue between these two, just how they acted between those two, just seemed natural and spot on. When something huge happened, their attitudes would change accordingly. And this is beyond any shadow of doubt my favorite part of the game, and really it's better than a lot of games that I've played so far. Most of the character developments in the other games that I've played is just barely there. On top of the characters in this, the story was pretty straightforward, pretty basic until you happen towards the end. Once the end happened, I kind of felt like I knew where it was going, but to have it shoved in my face, it was great, fantastic. So the story, the character, and the ending was also great. Now here it's just going to be a basic upgrade menu system where you kill enemies, you get orbs, you use those orbs to power up your little monkey fella. So there you have it. That's my thoughts and my opinions on this game. I would suggest borrowing it. I wouldn't spend any money on this game. If a friend has it, nab it from him from the weekend and enjoy. Other than that, I'm going to get on out of here. If there's anything I could do to make these videos more enjoyable for you, let me know. But otherwise, I'm out because I heard talk about a Star Destroyer coming up on our hull. Later, guys.